Acre. Oh.
Hello, my beautiful gamers. We're here at what is gonna be the finale here. We're just gonna go until it's all over, because between you and me, we both know where this is heading, and where. Oh wait, that was Denmark, and how this will end. And so we're just gonna go until it happens. You know, I won't say what it is off the bat here, just in case I'm proven wrong and I look like an idiot. But until that point, we're gonna have some fun, you and I. And Portugal is, I mean, it's a large expand. They can maybe they you know, snatch up some Mexican territory really quick. And by some I mean a lot of it. Belgium, on the other hand, let's see them push deeper into Norway there. South Africa can do South Africa things and just I wouldn't say snake their way up, but make their way up. I can see being the case. And the UK, they've got a good thing going here. They can, I mean, large expand. They can take Iberia. Why not? Why not? And they're just gonna finish the job. Let's see. Oh, here's the fun part. Okay, small expand Russia. You know, they're gonna save St. Petersburg, and then maybe take the Baltics, and then I think they're just gonna go and try to knock out each one of the enemy countries one by one. And I think South Africa is probably gonna be the easiest for them, so that's what they're gonna start off with here. And as you can see, just a cakewalk for them. Oh, and then they go again, and they get a great expand. So let's see this. See how this goes. Just all of South Africa. Boom. That was quick. That was easy. That was Russia gamer moment. And oh wow, we're getting in here. Let's make a very right angled. This is like this is a fun way to play the game. Let's get some stripes in here. Oh wow, that was just all of that was just all of Africa. And one great expand. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? But you know, we're here to have fun. We're here to see how it all ends. You know, maybe the UK can. Okay, well, they didn't really do that much, but Belgium, Denmark's gonna do some. Okay, Denmark does literally nothing, except now where they do something. Yeah, here. You know, pushing the Baltics again. That's what I'm talking about. Oh wait, did I miss a pixel? Whatever, doesn't matter. We don't have time to waste on missed pixels. Portugal. You know, maybe they'll, well, after grabbing that, maybe they'll try and, you know, seeing the threat across the Atlantic Ocean, maybe they go and start landing on the Western African shores. And the US probably does similarly, except they land in a desert like insane people. Canada is, they're gonna finish off Mexico. They it's too juicy. It's how could they resist all that? Small expand here. I think Russia's probably gonna kick them off. Is what I'd assume they do. Let me just try and make sure I get all/any of the missed pixels. And then from there, we can have Russia go back into the Baltics. Maybe push a lot there. Take back Finland. do some stuff in Scandinavia. Just tidy the house a little bit, as they say. And then Denmark just goes and messes it up once again. Russia, not one to be deterred, absolutely wipes Denmark off the European map. Specifically lands in Scotland just to get rid of them. And then Iceland. Okay, that was a little silly, but perhaps true. Seeing this moment, Belgium goes in to take Iceland for their own. They're stopping Russia. They didn't want it in the first place or anything. The UK can do this, I guess. They get a nice little empire going. Belgium can finish off the conquest of Scotland. Meanwhile, the UK can do their thing. Get the Straits. Maybe they can... Oh, they didn't quite make it to Istanbul. But maybe next time. Mexico is going to be like, hey guys, what the flip? I thought we were besties. Which is not true. They aren't besties. Mexico just be saying stuff. Canada shuts them up real quick. Denmark is going to be like, oh. They're just going to land back in and just go down. They're just going to go down the rivers. Canada is going to continue to slap Mexico around just for the heck of it. Mexico's going to be like, what the heck? And they get a little, but Canada's surprisingly powerful. Mexico's got heart though, they'll keep fighting for it. The UK finally makes it to Istanbul. The world is saved. Everyone, this was a good series. The UK wins. End scene. I say jokingly. They do get to go again, and they get a large expand. That's pretty crazy. English Roman Empire. Here we go. They get a lot of it. Let's see if it can last to get some more. And we can have Belgium up in here. Belgian Baltic. The world's truest dream. Oh, there we go. Mexico's surviving. They're pushing back the Canadians. Oh yeah, here we go. English Roman Empire. Oh, can we just connect them? Oh, so close. What else do we need? I guess it needs to go forward a little bit. We'll see if we can even do it. That's a mini side quest goal for this episode. Portugal is probably seeing this and they're like, actually, we'd like all of your land, Mexico. And Mexico is going to cry about it. But they won't be deterred. Mexico never gives up hope. They just find new goals. That's a life lesson right there. The U.S., on the other hand, I guess they will land once again in Africa. And Belgium does great things. Belgium is beautiful. Denmark also does great things, and I'll leave some land for England to have fun with potentially later. And that doesn't matter because Denmark just got a new leader, and Portugal got a medium expand, and okay, the Mexican dream's over. Pick up and pack up. That's all I can say on that one, really. Canadian large expand. They just go straight into Texas. And you know what they're going to do? They're going to be like, ooh, look at me. I'm Canadian, and I'm invading the U.S. That's exactly what they're going to do. Denmark. Let's see him take this island. Svalbard Island or something like that. I don't remember. Maybe I don't know. That's also a possibility. Maybe I've never known. I feel like I would have. Maybe they even get these islands, which I don't know. I couldn't tell you. No guesses on my end. And Russia, this is when Russia's like, whoa, you're going to take this island? No way. And you know, they really awaken the sleeping giant that is Russia here. And Russia just comes back with the fury. You know, while it was Denmark, they take all their anger out on Belgium because, you know, don't think about things. Don't think about things. What do you see now? Now Russia's just angry because you tried to think about things. So annoying. And you know, gosh, I really just want to see. You know, they got to kick out America. I really want to see the UK just finish that. So I'll have Russia jump into Greenland right now because they're gonna have to do that anyways to conquer the whole world. But I think just one more expand and we can get. Okay, you know what? Never mind. Okay, it's over. The dream's dead. That I thought it would be fun, maybe a little silly, but fun. And no fun. No fun's allowed. Apparently, not when Russia's around. This big bully. That's what I say. Russia, led by the great leader Dakota. Very Russian name. And that's all of the old world. Shout out Russia. Nah, their land warfare has gotten them far. Now they just need to cross. I don't know. I want to imagine they're literally crossing this way. They just go, wait for it to get really cold, and then maybe they do reverse global warming and make everything super cold, and that's their grand strategy. So they can just march their armies across the snow sheets, just pure ice for their tanks to roll over. I don't know. I'm not a military strategist. You can tell me if you think that would work or not. The UK here, which aka Quebec plus the Maritimes and I guess Ontario, kind of, sort of, who cares? Let's see them try to land back. Oh, nope, does not work. Newsflash, bucko. That does not end well for the UK. That's all I'm trying to get at here. It was actually really horrific. And it was scary, most of all. And now Portugal's in Africa. Portugal in Africa. That would never happen. Please. The UK could take Iceland. Oh, they can't even do that. Oh my goodness, this is so sad. The US can take Portugal, though. Belgium fighting for their life in Greenland. Portugal does not care. They're focused on Africa. Belgium, once again. And they get a cute little corridor that'll last forever. And the US can keep pushing in Iberia. Things are really lovely there. Canada can be like, okay guys, I guess we'll all be friends now. And they land in Ireland. And they do that. And the UK is like, hey, that was kind of my whole thing. Whatever, I guess I'll take France. And so they start doing that. And then Canada is like, wow, we're such a good team. We should do this more often, guys. And then everyone's just kind of like, oh, yeah, sure. And it's like a little awkward. And everyone just kind of forgets about it. Okay, enough pure silliness. This is brutal warfare here. You know, this is World War V at this point. I don't know. I guess this was one sustained conflict. This is World War III, is what I should say. And oh, now we have Russia. Russia's out of their funk. They've decided to do something again. And here's them making sure Africa is completely under their control. Let's see them push out Canada, because Canadians are weird. That's their justification, and they have to stop right there. So the UK is able to just go up there, up the channel. Oh, ooh, that might be big. That might change things. Let's see. There we have. Oh, it's a uniter. That actually is not going to change like anything. Fun fact. And so, boom, old world once again. United. Oh, there's Iceland. Okay, now it is. And they can. They're really focused on Greenland now, and they're back to pushing and doing cool things there. Portugal can keep doing their landings though. That's what they're good at right now. That's what they've really spec'd hard into. And they're getting lucky with it. They're getting draw after draw here. Belgium too. Not that Belgium can do much. I mean, one draw from Russia and Belgium can just get wiped off the map, I'm pretty sure, if it's a large expand. But, you know, they won't let that get them down. They're here to fight for the right to live, to survive, to thrive even. And, you know, the UK has got their island back. Oh wait, didn't mean to do that. Here we have Denmark. Haven't drawn them in a while. And they can take like the tip of Greenland, I guess. Oh, this Canada. Where was Canada? Canada was there. Maybe Canada goes for Iberia this time. Let's just have some fun in the sun. Belgium pushing, good. The U.S. they can go back at it, and you know they're like, you know, we'll take Morocco actually. And Denmark's like, wow, cool guys, and they just sail straight to their homeland. Once again, probably only just piles of rubble as far as the eyes can see, with how many times Denmark's gone back and forth. But that's not important. Morocco is American. The UK, boom, boom, boom. Take some French land. Maybe they can get their empire back. You know, the little Roman Empire they had going on. Denmark here. Take some of Sweden, Portugal. Wow, the gang might do it. There's hope. I actually don't have very much hope in them, but you know, things are genuinely looking up at the moment. No big scary green card has been pulled in quite some time. Oh, here we have Denmark. And wow, Russia's just falling left and right. This might not be the finale after all. U.S. can... Oh, those mountains were really unforgiving. Canada can just go in there. Yeah, I guess they'll go for Italy. And let's see, who's next? Oh. Okay, let's see how Russia does. Okay, Let's watch Russia just destroy everything everyone just worked so hard for. Or not. Or they can't, actually. What? Oh, but they go again, and they get another large expand. Go figure. So it's basically like they did in the first place. Wait. Oh my goodness. Wow, they... Oh, but they go a third time. Okay, so now we're back to this. Let's say bye-bye to the British Isles. And then hello to Greenland. And there we go. The U.S. absolutely shocked and bewildered here. Just go back and immediately land in Iberia once again. That's all they know. They're just reusing the same plan. They don't have many other ideas. And Russia beats them the same exact way. Go figure. And they're really doing good in Greenland there. What are they, a mountaineer? Oh, I guess. I think that's what they have most of Greenland as, mountain. And Russia goes again. So we'll see them get up in there. Here we go. And Greenland has officially been captured. And now Belgium's on the chopping block. They might not survive. Ooh, yeah, Belgium's dead. R.I.P. Belgium. You were a pretty shocking upset. I didn't think you'd make it this far, but you did. I recognize there's 1 pixel left of them in Greenland, but now there's not. So that wrong has been righted, and you don't have to flame me in the comments. So now Russia just goes on and hops around all these fun islands for fun on the islands. And gosh, they're going again. They were having some pretty bad luck earlier, and now it's just constant, unending Russian expansion. Unstoppable force right here. And there's no such thing as an immovable object. Canada, heck, maybe Canada's like, screw this, we'll push through Denmark to fight Russia. There's only so many good ideas at this point. If you're fighting Russia, maybe surrender. I might argue surrender would be a good option at this point with the world in this state, but that's just me. It's just a little obvious the way the wind is blowing. Portugal does not care though. They go straight back into Africa. And then they get a new leader. They didn't like the old one. Oh, I thought I turned splits off. Did I? Oh, I did not. Oh. Anyways, yeah, splits are off. This is the end. That's what I'm getting at here. And boom. Canada's strategy, as strange as it might have been at first, it does seem to be working now. And the UK, oh, they got a new leader. I thought they were going to do something other than be lame. But beggars can't be choosers, as they say. And here, dang, Canada popping off. Them in the UK just hand in hand, slowly eating at each of these islands. They're kind of fighting over that one almost. The US trying their best to take Greenland. Not getting too far. Oh my goodness. Russia, why are you sleeping on this? Oh my goodness, we go back to Portugal. Okay, Russia's back to being unlucky. Oh, that's a new leader. Oh boy. US here. Okay, here we have Russia. Medium expand. Okay, they've got to push the Americans out of there. Heck, who do they think they can get rid of the easiest? Maybe the UK. I think that's what it's looking like. They can just kind of storm in here. That was pretty easy. They got a lot of ground there. The UK is going to fight back a little bit. Maybe get... Okay, they didn't have that much potential, actually, as it turns out. Portugal can continue their liberation of Africa. There we go. That's a good skew. Put it in a good light. They're fighting Russia, and gosh, they're not giving up one bit. Canada can try to help out and keep Quebec away from the Russians. America can jump in really quick. You know, do they give the land they just took away from the Russians back to the UK? No. That would be a waste of time. And you know, to simplify things, Canada's just gonna assume full control of the island there that I don't know the name of, just to make things simpler. And then they can do some fun stuff. The US does like a similar thing. Denmark's not gonna do that, actually. Oh, I think I got Russia. Okay. Wait, who do I have selected right now? What? Okay, we're gonna reselect Russia. That was weird. Okay, I guess. Sure. I don't really know what happened there. There we go. The U.S. No, maybe they're bickering now. There's a little bit of bickering going on, and then America goes back into Greenland, and the UK is just sad about it. But America doesn't care. They're in Greenland now, and they're going far. Oh my goodness, what are they, mountaineer? Yep, okay, that's what they need there. Canada, Flatlander. And there we go. They've gotten that squared away. Oh my goodness, they're actually beating Russia. I didn't expect this. Oh, but maybe not. Heck, okay, yeah, they can push the Americans out. And then I think they're going in for a decisive kill on the UK. Yeah, they've got to make sure there are less draws. The UK sees what's going on here, and they're gonna fight for their right to survive. Portugal is doing crazy numbers in Africa still. Canada's just gonna patch up that hole really quick. The UK, ooh, large expand. That's crazy. Oh, and they go again. Another large expand. Oh my goodness. That invasion did not work well for Russia. And Portugal is just going crazy. Russia gets a small expand. They're gonna go back in there, resupply, and then get some supplies from the south there and continue their plan, and it's actually gonna work. Oh my goodness, it worked. The UK's gone. Denmark probably, the US might be next on the chopping block, actually. That's what I would think, just looking at the map here. I think the US might be an easier target for them. Let's see, a small expand, because yeah, look at how much they can get. I mean, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Like that was light work for them. And now, like, all of the US territories is gone, basically. Canada's still a threat, though, for them. So they'll probably have to wait a second. Oh, medium expand? That's good, that's good. They can do some real damage with that. Maybe get this whole portion of Denmark off the map. Maybe push Canada out there. And then get right in there. Portugal might be a little scary, honestly. Because Russia's just continuously ignoring it. But Russia's definitely so much larger than Portugal, it might not matter. Oh. Was there 1 pixel left? Oh, it might be... Yeah, there's a pixel there. Whatever. We won't count it. We will not be counting it. Russia does get a medium expand, though. And they use that to its full extent over here. getting in one of these islands. This one right here. And they go again, naturally. And with it, they probably can't take all of Denmark, but they're gonna encircle them. Or maybe they do get all... Oh, they did. I did not expect that. As you might have been able to tell by me saying they probably won't. Canada's island here starts freaking out. Oh no. Oh no. Wow, we're really losing now, guys. And then Russia comes knocking at the door and is like, yeah, you lost. Your island is bye-bye now. And they just leave. The Canadians just walk home. They pick up their ball and leave. I don't know, it's either Canada or Portugal now. I could see they're already in North America. They might just continue being in North America. But yeah, now Portugal borders Russia. I don't know where Canada would focus at this point. Portugal, I think they're just going to keep being all in Africa. You know, that's kind of where they have been. Canada here is able to do that. You know, that's really cool in a way. Really admirable stuff, if you ask me. With the medium expand, bye this part of Canada. Definitely not all of it. Canada's gonna survive for a little bit here, barring anything absolutely insane. But let's see. Yeah, Russia actually went all of the way around and landed here and then connected, as you might have seen. California, the American East Coast. I say East Coast. I meant West Coast. Now firmly under the control of Russia, and they've done a nice little corridor there to split Canada apart from itself. And Portugal's fun African adventure continues. And you know, it keeps going. The fun will never end. Gosh, it really won't. They probably won't take all of Africa before Russia starts getting serious. Canada's top priority, destroy the corridor at all costs. Russia, not very fond of that. So they reopen it. And problem is solved. And then boom, they can get all the planes there, and then really just tighten their grasp on that. Now it's not so much a corridor as it's kind of just all it is. And then yeah, get Lake Chad. Heck yeah. Okay, Russia here, medium expand. They can, yeah, I bet they'll eat all of this. I have no doubts in my mind. And then yeah, it's just pushing Canada all the way here. Canada's cornered all the way in Alaska, all by themselves, scared, helpless, but still fighting for Canada, which was actually not Canada, and it was actually just like an Alaskan rebellion from the U.S. If you remember, shout out the old heads in the audience. But that's not important, because Portugal is having too much fun in Africa. Oh my goodness, here we go. Could this be it? Probably not. But I've been wrong almost every single time I've said probably not. Oh, but it looks like I was right this time. And then I think I saw, yeah, that's one of the problem pixels. Maybe, yeah, we'll do a straight line. Heck yeah. And then they're like, oh, but let's start taking some stuff from Portugal. Because Portugal is next up. So they're like slowing their roll on Canada because it's like a done deal at this point. And they're getting a little bit involved with Portugal. And let's see, Canada. Yeah, Canada's done. Boom! No more Canada. Okay, now officially. Oh wait, I think they have Hawaii. Yeah, they do. And these islands. And these islands. Okay, there's a bit more to Canada than I first thought. I was so foolish to think Canada was so simple. But yeah, Mexico falls to Russia. In other news. And it just continues. Just a cascade of Russian conquest. Oh, they're really pushing it here. Oh my goodness. That was what's the lead? Oh, jungle. Oh, that's exactly what you want for a South American campaign. Oh, I think it was landing on them. I was clicking that random button. I think it just landed on them again. My bad. But yeah, let's see this jungle explorer in action. Just absolutely devour the Amazon rainforest. Portugal is like, whoa, okay, we're focused on this now. And they are freaking the flip out. It's not like Russia particularly cares though, because wow, I was just assuming they'd get drawn next, and they did. That's a little crazy, if you ask me. But yeah, here we go. Boom. Yeah, Russia just keeps going. Portugal still unhappy about the situation, being a little hysterical. They're going out and they're doing warfare. It's like, get over it, man. You know? Oh, okay. Portugal is just they're not stopping. Portugal knows how to fight back, apparently. They've got ganas. No, wait, it was Portugal again. I saw it. They're going crazy. Golly. Yeah, I don't know what Portugal's deal is. I say I don't know what their deal is. They're fighting for, their life out there. Okay, here we have Russia, medium expand. Let's see them just take this all back. Why don't they? And oh gosh. Oh, but they go again. I was gonna say, Portugal did too good of a job. When in reality, it's like they did a really good job. It just doesn't matter too much. That's just the nature of the beast. You're fighting a land war with Russia. It doesn't matter that it's on a different continent. You're just doomed. And there's Argentina. There's everything. Maybe new leader. Never mind. Okay, here we go. Now another new leader. Okay, yeah. Portugal's just a headless chicken at this point. It's sad to see. But yeah, they're like, okay, we'll just fully devote to Africa at this point. They kind of just lost the whole homeland. I guess they lost the homeland a while ago. But you can see what I'm getting at, Here we have Russia finishing the job, I will assume, so boldly. And boom, 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 all the way up the Andes, up and down. And that's that. So close. Now they just need to reconquer Africa. That's all Russia needs. And they'll start by going down the Rift Valley here. And they get some territory, but not... Oh, never mind. Portugal had to get a new leader once again, but not before Portugal can undergo a little bit of a silly coup and then kick them out. And then they can keep pushing, you know. They're having success here. Make their way up the coast of Somalia, and then, gosh, they're lucky. Oh wait, can I lock it to... I don't know what that does. So we'll just keep clicking it, actually. Don't mind me. Oh, I didn't... Wait. Let's see here. Portugal. There we go. Okay. Don't mind whatever just happened there. And then Portugal goes again. Russia, you wanna... Okay, here we go. Russia, you wanna finish the game real quick? Let's see. Russia just immediately just takes like the whole Congolese water basin or tributary system, whatever. And then they go again. And they finish it off. They just take the whole river, just all of it. Just all of it's gone. Millions die, probably. Or maybe not. I think millions probably... There might be millions of people left after the scale of this war. But you never know. You never know. Russia. Once again. Here we have West Africa completely pacified. And then we can push further here. And let's see if Portugal keeps being so lucky. Okay, nope. Russia's got the luck now, as it would seem. And they can get the entire Horn of Africa. And then they keep going in the valley there. And we get Portugal gets a bit of a last stand here. And, oh, yeah, it keeps going. You know, this is their chance. They've got this. You know, they can stay in this thing. They can stay in it to win it. You know, they've got the power of friendship or something. You know, they're Portugal, man. Oh, yep, yeah, they're back on their hot streak. Portugal's, you know, okay, here we go. But okay, yeah, this is just the end. But as inevitable as it seemed, you know, Portugal didn't give up. They kept on pushing. They fought to the bitter end. And you know, look where that got them. Absolutely destroyed. Russia wins. Russia wins everything. GG. Russia world domination victor. Is it because they start with objectively the most territory compared to everyone else? Maybe that just statistically boosts them. But you know, there's still random luck in this thing. But they did win. And it was a fun ride. And I just like to take a quick moment, thank everyone who watched the whole series, had fun with me. And if you check out some of my other content, you know, I have a lot of other like one-off Doodle Empires videos. Those are pretty fun. I had a lot of fun with those, but you know, I hope you will too. But I do other stuff as well from time to time. But all in all, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.